popping, baking soda, y'all are whipping. Ain't no turkey on Thanksgiving. My homeboy just domed a nigga. I just hope the Lord forgive him. Pots with cocaine residue. Every day I'm hustling. What else is a thug to do when you eat cheese from the government? Gotta provide for my daughter and them. Get the fuck up out my way, bitch. Got that drum and I got them bands, just like a parade, bitch. Drop that work up in the bushes. Hope them boys don't see my stash. If they do, tell the truth. This the last time you might see my ass. From the garden to the grass, ain't cut them serpents, slurking blood. Bitches selling pussy, niggas selling drugs, but it's all good. Broken promises, still your watch and tell you what time it is. Take your J's and tell you to kick it where a falaka is. In the streets with a heater under my dungarees. Dreams of me getting shaded under a money count.
You should quit producing.
They say, "Lil' number, where you been at? I'm just passing the breeze. I've been running up a check, that's why these bitches on me. I've been cool and laying low, but I'm not taking the seat. But just know a nigga back in this time I won't leave. I've been running, gotta take me a bag. I got hundreds on my neck and I got shoes on my ass. Niggas said I'm going broke, well I just take it and laugh. I be speeding in that foreign if I go on my ass. But I'm that nigga, I won't never change. Rubbing up the pain, smoking dank. Got a Uzi in my lap, I let it bang. Feel a tank, no he keep a cake, but he not take care of the chop and let it blow. Watch this bitch eat his face, I'm that nigga. And all my young niggas pulling triggers, we gorillas. We let this bitch off until you feel us. For you niggas, that's always on IG with them biggies, taking pictures. Is you really gon' use them or you just loafing for them bitches? You niggas really hoes and you be acting like these bitches. You niggas say I silent, but y'all probably in there snitching. Most of the niggas that's around me throwing C's like they gripping, but they do it for the twins. Free Lil Corey and Lil Crispy. But I'm rocking with my shooters and that's mandatory. When I'm top like I'm Mozzie, bitch, I keep it 40. You say I'm lacking, nigga, try me, shoot you on your shorty. I'm cooking up in the lab like I'm Rick and Morty. 40 Papa, hit a monster, turn your brain to pasta. Hit a opera, dread swinging just like I'm a roster. Smoking ganja and I'm suited, walking in my Pradas. Any nigga touch my gangster, nigga, I'm a popper. And we ain't throwing hands with you fuck niggas. It's when I'm top up in that chamber, better duck, nigga. Niggas dissing on Lil Valley, he get slumped, nigga. We shoot his body, then we lay him in that truck, nigga. I know bitch, that's on my life. I won't ever fold a nigga speaking on Lil Play with it, that nigga gotta go. I'm really smart, but I can fight, but I'ma steal up that bowl. For you niggas think I'm pussy, you gon' have to show me, ho.
I know how it feel to wake up, fucked up. Pockets broke as hell, another rock to sell. People look at you like you's the user, selling drugs to all the losers, mad Buddha abuser. But they don't know about the stress-filled day. Baby on the way, mad bills to pay. That's why you drink Tanqueray, so you can reminisce and wish you wasn't living so devilish. Shit, I remember I was just like you, smoking blunts with my crew, flipping over 62s, cause GED wasn't B.I.G. I had to get P.A.D. That's why my moms hate me. She was forced to kick me out, no doubt. Then I figured out it went for 20 down south. Packed up my tools for my raw power move. Glock 19 for casket and flower moves. But Trump's trying to stop my flow, and what they don't know will show on the autopsy. Went to see Poppy to cop me a brick. Asked for some consignment, he wasn't trying to hear it. Smoking mad Newports cause I'm doing court for an assault that I caught in Bridgeport, New York. Catch me if you can like the gingerbread man. You better have your gat in hand, cause man, I had the master plan. I'm in the caravan on my way to Maryland with my man Two Tex to take over this projects. They call him Two Tex, he told Two Tex. And when he start the bus, he like to ask who's next. I got my honey on the Amtrak with the crack in the crack of her ass. 2 pounds of hash in the stash. I wait for her to make some quick cash. I told her she could be lieutenant, bitch got gas. At last, I'm literally lounging black, sitting back, counting double-digit thousand stacks. Had to re-up, see what's up with my peeps. Toyota dealer thought had it cheap on the Jeep. See who got smoked, what rumors were spread. Last I heard I was dead, with 6 to the head. Then I got the phone call and couldn't hit me harder. We got infiltrated, like Nino at the Carter. Heard Tech got murdered in the town I never heard of by some bitch named Alberta over nickel-plated burners. And my bitch, swear to God she won't snitch. I told her when she hit the bricks I make the hooker rich. Conspiracy, she'll be home in 3. Until then I looks out for the whole family. A true G, that's me, blowing like a bubble in the everyday struggle.
What is going on? Welcome to 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, be sure to drop all your comments, requests, shout outs, and we'll be sure to shout them out here on 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. Again, we welcome you to another exciting show here on Friday. The weekend is right ahead of us. It's literally here, so thank God it's Friday. So shout out to all the weekend, because the weekend is going to get hyped for everybody out there that is listening right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am your host, Rocky Road 313, alongside co-host for tonight, SwZee, a.k.a. Temple Beach. You can catch him hosting every Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m. And today, from 6 to 8, it is your boy, Rocky Road 313. We welcome you to yet another dope show, another great lineup we have tonight. We're going to be talking about topic of the day. Remember, you can call in later in the show, 313-288-5070. We're going to be opening up the lines to get into this this topic. And with the weekend ahead of us, also is Valentine's Day on Monday. And a lot of people, are going to be celebrating Valentine's Day during the weekend, having a nice romantic dinner or whatever. So the question and the topic of the day is, what's the ideal Valentine's Day date? What do you consider to be an ideal Valentine's Day? What do you think is exciting, or how would you plan it out? We're going to share our 2 cents on that topic, but we would love to hear from you. Be sure to chime in, whether you can leave a comment, or be sure to call in when we get to that segment a little later today. So what is the ideal Valentine's date? We're also going to be talking about the halftime debate. What is going down on the halftime debate? You're going to have to wait and find out to halftime to figure it out, but it's going to be exciting nonetheless. A few months ago, when we first launched 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio, we were paying homage and celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. Well, now, tonight, we're also going to be celebrating and honoring Black History Month. So shout out to all our African Americans, all our black people, all our listeners that are black. We're going to be celebrating Black History Month and honoring Black History Month. So shout out to all the people that, are part of the Black History Month. So we're also going to be obviously playing all the dopest music when it comes to underground artists here. 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio is the home to the internet. It's the internet's hotspot for local talent. And not only here in Detroit, but we love to, play music from literally all across the nation. We have artists from literally everywhere and anywhere. And we just continue to grow our playlist. So thank you to all the artists that have already, submitted their music, have already just, their promotions, spawn businesses and all that. So thank you so much for tapping in with us and letting us be your station to play your music. And like always, if you are feeling generous and you would love to help us just keep the station going, be sure to send all your generous donations to our Cash App. That is $313 Urban Rhythm Radio, or our PayPal, 31.3urbanrhythm@gmail.com. And like I mentioned, any requests, any shout outs, any comments, be sure to drop them on whether you're on Twitch or YouTube, or be sure to call in 313-288-5070. With that being said, let's get it going with some dope music. We're going to kick it off with the Lord's Word mix. Out of New Jersey, this is Nucci Rayo with Wise.
Je t'aime parce que je vois que tu travailles en silence. C'est sage.
I work in silence every day. I work in silence every day. So much I never say. So much I never say. I work in silence every day. I work in silence every day. So much I never say. So much I never say. They criticize every post, the ones doing the least, minimize you the most. Look at that. I sympathize with you both. I realize it's hard to cut ties when you close. I know it's hard. I got baptized, adios. You reach goals, they never realize what I gross. They don't know. How I ride like a ghost. No pride, I don't brag, I don't boast. Cause if they don't know what you're doing, they don't know what to ruin. So I ain't posting my business, even though business is booming. Cause if they don't know what you're doing, they don't know what to ruin. So I ain't posting my business, even though business is booming. I work in silence every day. I work in silence every day. So much I never say. So much I never say. I work in silence every day. I work in silence every day. So much I never say. So much I never say. Broke folk kill your ambition. You was working when they was wishing. I try to drop jewels, they don't listen. It's funny when the fool's neck glistens. Before they even start dissing, I'm already on to the next mission. They never realize what I'm risking. They just notice that I'm distant. Cause if they don't know what you're doing, they don't know what to ruin. So I ain't posting my business, even though business is booming. Cause if they don't know what you're doing, they don't know what to ruin. So I ain't posting my business, even though business is booming. I work in silence every day. I work in silence every day. So much I never say. So much I never say. I work in silence every day. I work in silence every day. So much I never say. So much I never say.
J'aime ça, continuer à travailler en silence.
The doers don't say, and the sayers don't do. That saying is so true. I hate to say I told you so, but I'ma say it to the old crew. Don't mention me with anything little, and I don't giggle at your riddles. Y'all have a good time on your long journey to the middle. I work in silence every day. I work in silence every day. So much I never say. So much I never say. I work in silence every day. I work in silence every day. So much I never say. So much I never say.
And that was Nucci Rayo out of New Jersey with that dope track called Wise, Work in Silence Every Day. Let's keep it going with some more Christian hip hop. Next up, out of Dayton, Ohio, this is Gigi with Set Free.
Who the sun sets free is free indeed. He'll do it for ya, he did it for me. I told him I'm dirty, he said now you're clean. This ain't perfection, just gotta believe. Man, all of my life, living each day so I could pass by. Drinking one hand and smoking the other to keep up with lies. Then I met a guy that gave me the money to feed on my pride. Degrading my worth, not the face of a problem of what is inside. Only did it one time, well 2 more and 3 more, and now who am I? I lost grip of myself, people ask how I'm doing, I say I'm just fine. But deep down inside, I can't even look myself in the eye. I smoke till I'm high, I drink till I cry. Whatever my purpose, I'm disqualified. Don't tell me I'm perfect, don't tell me I'm worth it. One thing is for certain, I know that I'm hurting. My greed overworking, the devil be lurking. I fell into his purpose. His life is a trap, lure you in and stab you in the back. The devil devours, then ways to attack. Then blame and condemn and say, why'd you do that? This route is not worth it, the money, the purses is out of the Birkin. World in my hands, but I was still searching. Closet full of clothes, but my soul wasn't purchased. There's gotta be more. I said there's gotta be more. All the things in the stores, but what's left in store? Who the sun sets free is free indeed. He'll do it for ya, he did it for me. I told him I'm dirty, he said now you're clean. This ain't perfection, just gotta believe. Who the sun sets free is free indeed. He'll do it for ya, he did it for me. I told him I'm dirty, he said now you're clean. This ain't perfection, just gotta believe. Y'all thought it was dark, but this the best part. See, my life fell apart, but he said this just the start. He don't look at your past, he looks at your heart. Don't stress about the mark, just start with the dart. See, I say I'm imperfect, he said I made you imperfect. See, I say I am worthless, he said you've always been worth it. See, I say I am hurting, he said you've been learning. But the enemy's purpose, I used it for my purpose. If he is in Christ, he is made new. See, the same power that rose up from death, it is in you. If he could use me, a sinner, a liar, a user, who knew? Then what makes you think he can't use you? He don't care what you've done, it was paid for by one. Thank God for his grace, thank God for his son. He don't care what you've done, it was paid for by one. Thank God for his grace, thank God for his son.
And that was Gigi out of Dayton, Ohio with Set Free. Next up, we bring it back to the city here in Detroit. This is Born Bishop with Run This Race.
Lord, hold my hand.
Born Bishop.
While I run the race. Oh, Lord, hold my hand. While I run the race. Oh,
let's go.
Lord, hold my hand.
Lord, hold my hand.
While I run the race.
While I run this race.
Lord, hold my hand.
Lord, hold my hand.
While I run the race.
While I run this race.
Lord, hold my hand.
Lord, hold my hand.
While I run this race.
While I run this race.
Keep me to pray.
Yeah.
While I run this
Lord,
race.
if you run with me, then I won't stop running. Even though my enemies, they won't stop coming. I ain't never been weak, I put my heart in this thing. Praying all the way from the start of this thing. Yeah, they used to call me dope man, neighborhood dope man. I ain't know that whole time that you was looking. They used to call me killer, neighborhood killer. I ain't know that whole time that you was right there with us. Running right along as we ran from that cops. Been in every corner, you was there every block. I could have been in jail, throw my whole life away. But now you got me running, I can talk about it today. Yeah, I'm still marching. Everybody know it, all they do is talking. How could that sinner end up and be a winner? Walking with the Lord, eating that dinner like Lord, hold my hand. While I run this race, Lord, hold my hand. While I run this race, Lord, hold my hand. While I run this race, keep me to pray. Look at I give my life for the Lord. He a real. He gave his life up for me. Give my soul for the Lord. He a real. He been right there for me. Can't nobody say they had my back like that. Tryna depend on a friend, he be done random tracks. Left you in the cold, out the freezing. Can't nobody promise they won't leave me. When I was sick, when I was cold, down on my last, nothing in my pockets, I can feel them just laugh. God told me have some faith, toss away that dirty eighth, he'll give me more than cake. And now I'm living life good, I got it all understood. I'm about to make it out the hood. My father told me that he could. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. While I run this race. Lord, hold my hand. Lord, hold my hand. While I run this race. Lord, hold my hand. Lord, hold my hand. While I run this race. Keep me to pray. While I run this race. Hold my hand. Lord, hold my hand. While I run this race. Hold my hand. Lord, hold my hand. While I run this race. Hold my hand. Lord, hold my hand. While I run this race.
And that was Born Bishop with Run This Race. What a dope track. A dope sample, man. That hymn always gets me. So shout out to Born Bishop, shout out to Gigi, and shout out to Nucci Rayo. That was our Christian hip-hop mix. Before we get into the next playlist, next set of songs, let's take a small break and welcome a new segment that we like to call Man, That's Crazy. Because we share some of the craziest facts that we came across, during the week, something that happened that has us thinking like, man, that's crazy. Like, I can't believe it. One of the first things I actually want to talk about is this past week, a lot of people, either hate this man or love him. I'm kind of torn in the middle because at times, he could get a little repetitive when it comes to his music and stuff like that. But we can't deny the facts that this man is literally taking over the world when it comes to music. You might love his music, you might hate his music. But this past week, Bad Bunny, he surpassed The Weeknd with as being the most streamed artist, not just on one platform. Because as you remember, when it was Spotify, when they released their top artists, whatever.
Yep.
This was his second year in a row as the most streamed artist on Spotify. The second year in a row. But check this out. Bad Bunny surpasses The Weeknd as the most streamed artist on every single music platform.
Damn.
You're talking about Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, YouTube Music. Like, this man has literally crossed through every platform and has become the number one most streamed artist in the entire world, meaning that everybody in the world at least knows him.
Yeah.
No matter what.
They've at least played his song once.
Once. Just one time, and that's all it took for him to be the most streamed artist ever. So, one thing that comes to mind, bro, is like, that is dope because, you know, he's a Latino. He's repping Latinos. You know, he's taking that genre of Latin music to a whole, like, different level, being worldwide, you know. Last time I can remember somebody doing that was Shakira when she released that one song back in 2010 with the World Cup, Waka Waka.
Yeah.
You know, so that song went worldwide because, you know, there was a World Cup or whatnot. So shout out to Bad Bunny. I mean, that man deserves it. That, you know, like I said, a lot of people have mixed reactions when it comes to him. Either you hate him or you love him. And this man is literally taking his genre of music and just the whole Latino, like, repping Latinos everywhere. So shout out to the man who just stays grinding every single year. This man is literally the only man who can already announce a tour without having the album out yet. You know, like, this man literally, when he launched his when he unveiled his Último Tour del Año, which was this year, 2022, this man literally sold out every single event, every single
venue.
date. Every single date he sold out. So now he's starting to sell out all the tickets to his new tour, which is called the World's Hottest Tour, or I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. But he's releasing a tour this summer that is all stadiums.
Oh,
so you're talking about Yankee Stadium. Down in Texas, he's at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio.
So kind of like the Little Caesars Arena here.
But yeah, either Little Caesars or obviously, you know, Bad Bunny. I don't think he'll come to Detroit. It's been a while since he's been here. But if it, I kid you not, if he were to come to Detroit, it would be Comerica Park.
Or Ford.
Or Ford Field.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because I think Ford Field's bigger, isn't it?
It's bigger. It's much bigger.
I think he would probably aim for the Ford Field just to get more money out of it.
I think so.
And that would be a dope show. Do you imagine what downtown would look like, bro? Just like you guys think the Super Bowl was bad when it was here. That would be like insane. All the crazy Latinas that are out there, like huge Bad Bunny lovers. Like,
I think Chicago is Soldier Field. Soldier Field. So he's gonna be in Soldier Field. So like this man is literally going to every major stadium. I think in LA it's I can't remember what venue it is in LA. I know it's not one of the football stadiums. I think it might be Dodger Stadium.
It might be Dodger Stadium.
One of those. Yeah,
it's probably gonna be Dodgers.
Yeah, but he is literally going through like every stadium, and a lot of the tickets are already sold. A lot of the venues are already sold out.
You sure it's not Staples Center?
No, because the Staples Center is not considered like a stadium. It's more like an arena.
Ah, okay, okay. So it's stadium.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So stadiums like huge stadiums.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that man is literally, he stays grinding.
That's
bro.
insane. And in The Weeknd, bro, like The Weeknd's my favorite artist of all time.
The Weeknd, he's amazing.
Yeah, but to surpass The Weeknd, that's a lot of work, bro. Like, you had just mentioned that him, topping all the platforms, and it's like almost like a dream come true. I seen a article earlier about Machine Gun Kelly, and he actually, I think he performed for the Super Bowl Fest, and he headlined it. Oh. So he got up on stage and was like, this is a dream come true. And I'm sitting there thinking, as soon as you said that about Bad Bunny, I was like, that's the first thing I thought of. Like, that's a huge accomplishment to be across all platforms like that, bro. Like,
you're talking about every single platform, like, that you can think of. Like, not just Spotify, but every single platform out there. Like, this man has literally dominated every single one. So the actual, I'm actually looking at it right now. But yeah, his new tour that's gonna happen during the summer is called the World's Hottest Tour. That's what he's naming it. And there's already a bunch of like tickets already being sold out. I'll get back to it in a minute and I'll reveal like some of the biggest stadiums that he's performing at. But what about you, Z? You got anything going on?
I actually, what we talked about before we popped on here, something totally different. I just came to mind as soon as you said Bad Bunny, and it's music related. Snoop Dogg acquiring Death Row Records.
Bro. That was amazing.
And then he dropped an album back on death row. Like, bro, like I was so amazed when I seen that. Like,
it's like kind of like a full circle for him because he started off with Death Row Records,
yep.
and now he owns it, bro.
He is the sole owner, CEO of Death Row Records. Like, wow, he owns all their masters. He owns everything, bro. Like, I bet you he's laughing at Suge Knight right now. He's probably sent Suge Knight a letter like, ha, ha, ha. Like, wow, bro. I was amazed when I seen that. Like, good for him, but unfortunately, another part of that story, the man that's crazy part, is he's under investigation for sexual assault again.
Oh man, that sucks.
So yeah, and this is all ahead of the Super Bowl, and it's so funny because none of this came to light until after he had acquired Death Row. So
wow,
he gets online and he's like, it's gold digger season and blah blah blah. So a lot of people are like, they're paying close attention to this because he's already beat a case. He beat a murder case. So this is something that Snoop's not he's not a stranger to the courts, let's just say that.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate, but at the same time it's so cool to see him finally acquire the label that started him off. They gave him his stardom.
That gave him a start. Yeah.
I can only imagine how Dre feels right now. Like, I wonder if because Dre left without any of his royalties or anything like that, without getting paid. So I wonder if Snoop kind of gave him that money back, or if it's kind of just like mano a mano kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. But that literally had me going crazy. What? No freaking way.
Anything else, bro?
Nah, I'll go ahead and let you finish off because I know you had a couple things to say.
Man, so talk about Bad Bunny. We're talking about Snoop Dogg. Now into like away from the music world. Before I get back into it with revealing some of the venues for Bad Bunny, but here at home, there is a blockade of the trucks, and my fiance actually told me about it. She's like, yeah, because I hadn't, like, usually when I go to work, I take 94, so I never get on 75. And she was like, have you realized what's going on? I'm like, no, what's going on? And she tells me, she's like, oh, there's a huge blockade of, like, trucks, and it's leading towards, like, 7 miles. And I actually drove on 75 today on my way to the station, Metronome Studios, by the way. So I came to the station, and there's a trooper.
Oh wow!
And he's blocking the entrance.
Yep, to the bridge, right?
To the bridge, heading 75 north, and there's no way to enter. So like they completely shut it down, and she told me it was like a 7 mile length of just trucks sitting on the side and just protesting, right? And the reason why they were protesting is because of the vaccine. Now Canada wants to obligate, truckers to get the vaccine. And I'm thinking like, thanks to the truckers, you guys are getting your goods and your merchandise.
Not only that, half of these truckers don't even leave their truck.
Exactly.
They pull up and everything gets taken off. They literally they don't unload anything. They literally just pull the trailer there.
Yeah. The only time they'll ever go out is if they have to use the restroom.
And now the thing about this whole blockade thing, I believe, is it should be I think it should be a choice. But a huge thing is mandate masks. Mandate an N95 at the border. That way there's no kind of, no kind of clashing with anybody. There's no kind of mandates. You got to have the vaccine. Like, you don't know. A lot of people, they say that it's okay for people, and I'm not trying to spread misinformation or anything like that, but a lot of people react to different vaccines differently. You know what I mean? There are certain things, elements, and chemicals inside these vaccines that certain people cannot ingest or cannot have in their body because they could potentially die.
Yeah.
So I honestly, like, I'm on their side because these guys, they shouldn't have to be mandated to do their job.
Exactly. So the whole blockade with it was leading obviously the U.S.-Canada border to shut down, but check this out. It also led to auto plants being shut down.
Yeah.
And it was like, that is a financial crisis right there. Like the whole financial status of both countries can literally just crash
crumble
just with that alone. So I don't know what the situation is on it right now. On 75, there is no truckers. That's why I got here a lot quicker than
Usual.
usual. So I was like, thank God there's no trucks out here. But that was the whole reason. It was shut down. Like the border was shut down. And I was like, wow, like what is going on right now? So more information as we know. Just be, on the lookout, obviously on the news or whatever, to keep updated on what's going on with that situation.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, and shout out to a lot of the natives here in Detroit on this side. A lot of people banded together, and a lot of these truckers have been sitting in the same spot for almost 3 days now.
Yeah.
So a lot of Metro Detroiters and Detroit natives came out, spent money out of their pocket to comfort these truckers, and hey man, they brought them food and donuts and coffee, and like I said, a lot of these truckers hadn't seen food in over 24 hours.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
So shout out to Detroit. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. You guys are really showing the country that we do care about our people.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. Before I reveal some of the biggest stadiums that Bad Bunny will be performing at, another moment that just made me say, man, that is crazy. And FYI, disclaimer, I am not part of The Simpsons, and I cannot predict the future. With that being said, if you've been keeping up with the show and you've been tuning in every single week, you've heard me say it a couple times now, but a few weeks ago, we actually talked about the best chicken sandwich, remember? And one of the spots that I said, I really, really do hope that it does come. One day, I wasn't sure when that day was going to come, or even if that day was going to come. But Raising Cane's, they just revealed that they will be opening up their first location in Lansing. Now, obviously, for those who live in Detroit or nearby or in the Detroit metro area, you're probably thinking to yourself, like, Lansing, like, that's quite a drive. That's about an hour and a half drive, or, whatever it is, just for some chicken, right? But I get excited because, let's talk about a few years ago, right? When Michigan opens up its first Chick-fil-A. What happens now? Chick-fil-A is all over Metro Detroit area, so
There's
that could
one
be
in the hospital downtown. There's one in Allen Park. There's one in Mount Clemens. There's one in there's another one in Novi.
I was delivering in Ypsi.
Yeah.
And there's one at Eastern Michigan University.
Yep, Eastern Michigan. Yep. I remember that.
So like all of a sudden these Chick-fil-A's, Somerset, that was the first one near us. And they opened up there, and now they're spread all over. And that could happen, with Raising Cane's. They opened up the first location. Same thing with Portillo's. Portillo's opened up in Sterling Heights, and now they're talking about opening up a second location in Livonia.
Yep.
So that could just be the starting point. Lansing will have its first Raising Cane's. By the time you know it, it's going to be near us. So.
That's what happened with Chipotle, because Chipotle was more so of like a West Coast kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And eventually they dropped one in Middle Belt, and then Allen Park, and then now there's one. There's another one in Canton. They're all over the damn place now, bro.
Now they're everywhere.
I cannot wait. As much as you talk about it now, like I really want to try it now. Like I'm gonna take that drive.
I think I'm gonna try it out next week. My fiance and I are probably gonna be going down to Ohio, to visit her relatives, and I'm gonna be like, I'm going to Raising Cane's.
I'm gonna get me 3 of them. I'm gonna freeze 2 of them.
Freeze 2 of them until I get to go to Lansing.
The typical Mexican thing.
Freeze them, bro.
Right.
Just like the tamales.
Yep.
I think there's still some tamales from Christmas.
Yep. No, we just re-upped on ours.
So before we get it going with some more music, here are some of the stadiums that Bad Bunny will be performing at this upcoming summer. So he revealed the World's Hottest Tour that's going to be beginning August 5th, and it's going to be kicking off at the Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, wow.
And then it's going to move on to, I don't know where this is at, but, right here in Georgia, Truist Park. I don't know where that's at. It might be home of the Braves. I don't know. But then he goes back to Florida in Miami Gardens, Florida, which is the Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Dolphins. Then he moves to Boston at Fenway Park.
That's going to be fun.
That's a big stadium.
That's going to be so much fun. I bet you he's going to have so much fun there, bro.
Oh, man. Then, like I mentioned earlier, he's going to Chicago at the Soldier Field. August 23rd, he's going to be at the Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., where the Nationals play. Then he goes to Bronx at Yankee Stadium, not once but twice. Same thing with Miami. Not once but twice. He's going to be having 2 shows back-to-back. Same thing in Bronx at the Yankee Stadium. He's going to be having back-to-back shows August 27th, 28th, and then September 1st having back-to-back shows at Minute Maid Park in Houston.
Bro, like, how are you going to go to the Bronx but not come to Detroit? Like,
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
How are you going to go to the Bronx? Like,
well, I mean, I get it. Bronx is known for a big Puerto Rican community, so that makes sense.
Chicago too, because they have the Puerto Rican parade.
Yeah, Chicago.
That makes sense.
I think New York has the Puerto Rican parade.
Is it New York?
I think it's New York.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no, but you good. And Chicago's full of Puerto Ricans too.
Yeah, so.
But back-to-back shows in Houston at Minute Maid Park where the Astros play. Like I mentioned, San Antonio, the Alamo Dome. That's a huge stadium. AT&T Stadium, home of the Cowboys.
Yep.
The Ring Central Coliseum in Oakland. Petco Park in San Diego. Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, home of the Raiders. The newest, the big stadium.
Is that where the Knights play too?
No, that's I forgot. I think that's AT&T Center.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
But Allegiant Stadium is the where the Raiders play.
Yeah.
And then he finishes off his tour September 28th at Chase Field in Phoenix. And then the last 2 events that so far are September 30th and October 1st at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, where the Rams play. So that's
even Inglewood, bro. Like really,
Inglewood,
like
bro.
even Inglewood, bro. Like there's nothing but freaking gangbangers over there. But you have a good point. Like the whole Puerto Rican population, he's trying to aim towards his crowd.
Yeah, and all Latinos. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is all for right now. That's crazy. So, and that was crazy. A lot of crazy things happening, but let's keep it moving with some more music. Next up, I'm going to switch it up over to Spanish because este es nuestro segmento de música mexicana. This is our estilo mexicano mix. Y vamos a comenzar esto con Grupo Contagio. Saludos a Grupo Contagio. Este es El Libro Abierto.
Yo he sido un libro abierto, donde
Estás escuchando 31.3 Ritmo Urbano Radio. And that was Grupo Contagio con El Libro Abierto. Y ahora vamos a seguir con estos muchachos que están bien talentosos. Saludos a los de la Nueva Herencia. Esto es No Llames.
Slap that shit, compa Jeff. Me prendo un gallo pa' quemar tu recuerdo. Antes me importabas, pero ahora estoy mejor. Ya no me llames preguntando cómo estoy, porque no te va a gustar lo que ahorita hago yo. Pues ya tengo de a dos que me lo hacen mejor. Pero sí estoy puesto si quieres un buen rato. No digas que quieres una relación. Antes yo quise pero ya no. Me encanta la vida soltero. Yo antes a ti te daba de todo. Baby, ya eres el pasado. Sigo mi camino contento. Ya no llames. Pues la Nueva Herencia. Compa Tony, compa Mauri, jalados viejos. Besos, rosas y más, eso te entregaba. Y tú no valoraste mi tiempo y caricias. Tus amigas dicen que no era nada bien, pero son las primeras que llegan a mi DM. You told me through the phone that you wanted to be alone. So don't be calling me diciendo que ya regresé. Ya no busco esas cosas del amor. Todas nomás quieren dinero y yo prefiero colectarlo. Me despido con mis rolas tocando, escuchando la de Sin Frenos. Ya no llames, no te contesto.
Y ese era los de la Nueva Herencia con No Llames. Saludos a los de la Nueva Herencia. Y ahora seguimos con más estilo mexicano. Aquí viene otro grupo, Grupo Contagio. Esta es la Troquita Cumbia.
¡Ching! Ya no prendió esta chingadera. Cuando va al baile las voces suben solas. Como no había güeritas, latitas de tacones, que subo una gorrita y pegamos de raspones. Y ron, y ron, y ron, y ron, ron, ron. No se raja mi troquita. Pues rumbo a Houston a ver una nalguita. Y ron, 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 no se raja mi troquita. Tirando aceite pasando la garita. Y ahora sí, saludos para Batío, Encina. No te rajes, primo. Échale, vale. ¡Hey! ¡Hey! Oye, mi troca vieja pichando una corona. Si ustedes ven un yonki, yo veo una mamalona. Como la ven ahumando, me arrumban los ojetes. Pero si la calamos, yo les abro boquetes. Y ron, y ron, y ron, y ron, ron, ron. No se raja mi troquita. Para Houston a ver a una nalguita. Y ron, 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 no se raja mi troquita. Tira un aceite pasando la garita. Y ahora sí nos vamos, vale. Rumbo a Houston. Pasamos a Dallas. Vamos a Dallas.
Saludos a Grupo Contagio. Ese era Grupo Contagio con La Troquita Cumbia. And now let's get going. Let's take a small break from the music and talk about how if you're an artist and you would love to have your music submitted, just like some of the artists you already heard and some of the artists that you're going to continue to hear. If you are an artist or a small business owner or or an entrepreneur, whatever it is, if you want to have your small business promoted on 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio, or you want your music played, we can have it in rotation for next upcoming shows. You can send all your submissions and all your small business promotions to 31.3 urbanrhythm@gmail.com. That's 31.3 urbanrhythm@gmail.com. And like always, be sure to follow us, like us on all social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell to get all the notifications when we go live for any videos that we post. Be sure to just follow us, like us, share us, and continue to support. Thank you for all the tremendous support that we've received so far. And be sure to check us out on every social media, and that is at 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio on every single platform, social platform, which is, like I mentioned, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Let's keep it going with some more music. This is our Detroit boom bap mix. Victorino with City Schemes.
You either die the hero or see yourself become the villain. Seen too many dark nights and like the way you're living. It got me living. The plot is vivid in the blast conditions. It's like you hopeless at the bar. Get a shot to giving. Neighbors not complicit. I can't blame them though. Remember as a youngin', I rep Detroit on my favorite coat. For around the hood, the kind that was only made for snow. Man's caught me slipping, he tripping over a radio. I was running track with the homies, I didn't know what to say because I thought he was joking. Behind his back he held a gauge, he decided to show me. In the midst of broad day, all out in the open. I was only 13, but it's relevant to today. Put a price on life, but negligent in their ways. Forget a slippery slope, it's a precipice that you face. And the president set the precedent, evident by your faith. For that green, living in that fairy tale American dream. Kill it when you walking with a gangster. What you mean, what you doing for that cream? Living in that fairy tale American dream. Kill it when you walking with that gangster lean. We in between those kings and queens. In the city of schemes.
In the city they scheme.
I can still remember Kwame, only thing that he taught me. City government's busted, causing a kamikaze. Crime waves like tsunamis, they say they serving that white. Chopping bricks like karate. What's the prices for your vices? The sacrifices that you lie with every night. And soldier sold to that rock, you Jimi Hendrix when your life ends. If you ask me, man, I couldn't do it. Unity and community barely move as a unit. Unless you talking in decimals, everybody will tune in. I never moved to that music, you never see me approve it. So sorry if I'm not to that standard, I'm goody two shoes. Pay expenses at someone's expense. Some families fiends, so how are they making they rent? Placing a bet for the rush of some luck, but it was something more like Russian roulette, and it got me upset. Living in that fairy tale American dream. Kill it when you walking with that gangster lean. Even though you know they go, they all it seems. What you mean, what you doing for that cream? Living in that fairy tale American dream. Kill it when you walking with that gangster lean. We in between those kings and queens in the city of schemes.
In the city they scheme.
And that was Victorino with City Schemes. Next up, we got D-Press. Shout out to I Breathe Design. This is D-Press with MASH.
Lately I've been feeling like I need a fit on that squad. No, said I plead the fifth. I made my peace with this. Got through the keys through this. I found my peace through this. Like watch me lead to this. If head not in a mind and can bet I'm finding the logic. Few steps and seeming demonic. Who's left? Let's roll up this chronic. Use breaths to honor these sonics. Find it, it's habit harmonic. With all this trauma we pocket. Mama, I don't know how to stop it. Mama, I don't know how to stop it. No, I don't know how to stop it. No, I don't know. And if I could, would I? And if I should, would I? Guess that's just more noise to the music. Let me not lose it. I'm using a way that I play with these illusions and manage to keep it moving. I'm in a whole other mosh pit. Fuck home, I feeling God sick. Home's where I die slick. Oh, don't act like you wouldn't mind it. Meantime, I'm rhyming, picking apart my time and fixing my off alignment, shifting my other iris. I've been lacking out of me, but never acting as you is. Passion is ass in these titties. He's just lost in this gritty. Is he? I knew he was shifty. Miss me with all of that static. I've had it. I ain't got no genie or jasmine. It's just me and this kush. And the homie saying when I need a push. Painted as you will. Made it on the field. Dodging all these kills. Eyes up on my meals. I just need a hill. You don't know the feel. Beating all they pills. Higher than these hills. Fire to these shills. Myers to these fields. Liars let it thrill. I'm just here to feel. Layers off the fly. Haters going blind. Focused on my shot. You jokers, can you drop? This phone got me locked. Go ahead and lose your thigh. Hey, lately I've been feeling like I need a fit. On that's why I said I plead the fifth. I made my peace with this. Got through the keys through this. I found my peace through this. Like watch me lead to this. Like watch me lead to this. If head not in the mind, it can better find in the logic. Who's that's seeming demonic? Who's left us roll up this chronic? Use rest to honor these sonics. Find it, it's habit harmonic. With all this trauma we pocket, mama, I don't know how to stop it. And if I could, would I? And if I should, would I? Guess that's just more noise to the music. Let me not lose it. I'm using a way that I play with these illusions. Manage to keep it moving. Manage to keep it. If you feeling lost, come and get a clue. Notice it costs and you don't pick or choose. I knew some dudes who would give up their shows and others who would run on some jewels or shoot up a school if it meant that they could get right with this pen. Ironic, cause all I had to do was write with this pen. That was the second that the flicker began. Ain't believe in God, but now I speak to him with the flick of my pen. Only few minutes in, hoping this shit don't end. Coping with the echoes of my sins. Scoping out my brand new skin like they don't know who that dude is. But Matthew did, maybe ask him shit. If you feeling lost, come and get a clue. And one of us might just end up on the nose with an interlude. Not committed to his act. More on these principles, my bars stick, they ain't subliminal, nah. It's for anyone that's feeling criminal, go ahead and try me. War grind to fuck shit, learn to fuck shit without an army. Your words glossing feathers to this mind, it's nonsense. You really need to stop it. Think outside the box, pull you boxed in. Or nah, I could use the toxins, it'll help with this rhyming. Once he gets going, you cannot stop it. Rolling so much weed, I need Redlos by the boxes. Hold up, got me locked in. Thought I almost lost him. I'ma show you how I got this. It's funny how I got this. I was feeling opposite, something way more ominous, but now I'm chasing harmony. This is for all of me, including y'all. Each of you snakes are just a part of me, but go ahead, try to start with me. I would love to spar with me. This shit is like a spider me. Got God spotting me, so if it don't work out, it's cause he ain't that fine of me, or you hit the lottery. Either one is plausible. I've been feeling like this is destiny long as it's audible. DMT brought the dominoes, vominos. I'ma see how high this how I go. I promise that I ain't liable, yeah. If you feeling lost, come and get a clue. Notice it costs and you don't pick and choose. I know some dudes who would give up the shoes and others who would run up some jewels or shoot up a school if it meant that they could get right with this pen. Ironic, cause all I had to do was write with this pen. That was the second that the flicker began. Ain't believe in God, but now I speak to her with the flick of my pen. Yeah, with the flick of my pen. Yeah.
And that was Depressed with MASH. Next up, we got Leif Erikson, and this is Rescue Mission, Part 2.
Cause everybody lost in the sauce needs a hero. Cause everybody needs a man. High school was cool, the place for learning and living. Downtown operate as a cast technician. Bumping Alice Coltrane and Dorothy Ashby. Flirting with the cheerleaders, high-fiving the athletes. Stats be recorded every night up in the free press. Smoke Michigan Chronicles because they depress. Recess replace right now. Adds to complexity, change the trajectory. Now hood celebrity, settling for meager wages. Lack of patience, confidence shaking. Ain't been the same since graduation. Anticipation used to be high rise. Her GPA was 3.5. Nose dive into the sea of despair. Powder on the nose caused by the rocket's red glare. Straight out the nostril, became loud and hostile. Blood by the mouthful, on the way to Sinai Hospital. Cause everybody needs a hero. No one can do it alone. We all need a little help just to make it through the day, in hopes of finding a better way. Now she was dealing with many things, I'm sure. Daily new problems that she had to endure. I got a cure, and medicine ain't found an answer. She was already trying to persuade me to pull my pants on down. They relentless in this town. Hypnotized minds now infected by the sound. Round midnight to sunlight, ground level to top flight. Panoramic vision similar to Walter Cronkite. Told me that I had a way with sentences. Looking for validation and deliverance. Independence is a greater instrument. Focus on the clarity over the embellishment. Establishment will suck you in where you rest at. And business will go out the window, the kitty cat. Becomes a pawn on the chessboard. The value is reduced, homegirl. You better know the score. Cause everybody needs a hero. No one can do it alone. We all need a little help just to make it through the day, in hopes of finding a better way. Cause everybody needs a hero. No one can do it alone. We all need a little help just to make it through the day, in hopes of finding a better way.
And that was Leif Erikson with the Rescue Mission Part 2. Before we continue with some more music, we're going to be talking about what songs were songs of the week for this week. Man, usually it's very tough for me to pick one song out of like the hottest playlist that we have, because a lot of these artists are very, very dope and talented. Some of the songs on here are way too catchy, and they're just, you want to pick every single one, right? But unfortunately, we can only pick one. That is what the songs of the week is for, just choosing one that was song of the week. For me, this song, since I first heard it, since they dropped it, since we started playing it on 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio, I thought it was a dope song. So shout out to the Chi-Town artists, Karma and Emerge. My song for Song of the Week this week is Pasos. That was a dope song. So shout out to them. So that is my song for Song of the Week, Pasos by Karma and Emerge. What about you, Z? Who do you got this week for song?
This wasn't even... I didn't even have to think about this one. I put this one up for nomination, I want to say 2 weeks ago?
I think it was last week.
Was it last week?
I think it was last week.
I might have been last week. And it didn't get Song of the Week, so I was like, it's got to be Song of the Week this week. I chose Homebody by Doce Quetzal featuring Nina Sofia. And it's produced by Elroy Beats. Shout out to Elroy. Shout out to Nina Sofia, and most importantly, Doce Quetzal. Keep grinding, brother. I love the track. Keep sending some music over.
That's dope. So are you ready to see who the listener chose?
Yes.
The 31.3 Urban Rhythm faithful and loyal who stay voting and commenting and just listening and supporting every single week. We actually did another voting, and we're going to continue this. We're going to continue to vote, choose some of the three that we think are, some of the dopest, and make you vote for this third song. So we had three choices this week. Obviously, we have three choices every single week, right? But we had three choices, and it was YSB Real Ice with Transformers. We had, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank right now. We had Emerge and, who is it? Not Emerge, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank right now. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Emerge and Karma are the ones I chose. That's why I got a little confused. But we had three choices, right? We had YSB Real Ice with Transformers. Four Leaf Clover by Topo G.
And then the 7 p.m. Freestyle by Israel Keys and Breeze.
Exactly. So I was bringing those up because I totally was drawing a blank. But yeah, those were the three choices that we posted on Instagram, and it was a tough choice. It was neck to neck at first, and then finally the lead was taken. So shout out to Topo G with 4 Leaf Clover, Israel Keys and Breeze with 7 p.m. Freestyle, and YSB Realized with Transformers. Those were the choices this week for Songs of the Week. But like I said, it was neck to neck at first, and then finally one of these took the lead. And so without further ado, thank you for all the supporters for voting. And the winner for this week as the Urban Rhythm Radio choice is none other than Israel Keys and Breeze with 7 p.m. Freestyle. So that was dope. So thank you again. Next week we'll have 3 more songs that you can vote for to be Song of the Week. But let's get it going with the Songs of the Week. First up, we got Karma and Emerge. This is my choice for Song of the Week with Pasos.
This familia, esa es mi clica, y delante me mira, ira. Karma, Bawa, yeah.
Vine de lejos y quiero volar, no más vine para ver si se me da. Este es mi sueño, mi realidad. Vengo bien recio y no voy a parar. Cuando escucho vino sé que me da. Yo solo quiero quitar mi ansiedad. Vengo vagando en cada ciudad. Hipócritas vienen, hipócritas van. Háblame de uno cuando les conviene. Quieren chorizo, pues algo lo tienen. Hablan de mí pero no me mantienen. Quieren decir algo, aquí me tienen. De un putazo en la suerte se detienen. Yo si la flaca a mí me sostiene. Dice que soy pandillero pero en la calle eso es lo que me detiene. Tiraron el virus para que yo solito nomás se envenenen. Mira a la derecha que en esa historita la silla la tiene. Acércate acá para que el aire te pegue. Todo lo que hacemos a muchos les duele. Que son competencia para mí pero no puede meterse con este cabrón. Somos familia por eso mamó. Mejor te lo digo, llévatelo. Somos la verga de Guerrero de Morelos. Somos de Morelos. Somos de Guerreros.
A tu eres familia, esa es mi clica. Y delante me miran los que me apoyan si se rifan. Y me miran arriba, pero me critican. Me saludan envidia, son mis pasos, nunca les digas. A tu eres familia, esa es mi clica. Y delante me miran los que me apoyan si se rifan. Y me miran arriba, pero me critican. Me saludan envidia, son mis pasos, nunca les digas. Soy de Guerrero y mato raperos, se me vale si me critican. Soy de la Guerrero y saben que mero. I'm on the top y no me lo quitan. Quiero dinero y nunca espero nada para atrás, ustedes no fijan. Yo nomás quiero mi hija, mis hijos que sonrían. Hey, watch your step, they don't wanna see you next. They just wanna see you dead. Call out and see who's left. Hey, got this weight on me. People that love me, they hate on me. How the fuck you gonna change on me? I've been putting up a dead homies. Ain't nobody gonna do your work. Hustle hard, show one moves first. Quien es verga, that is immersed. Burn one when I leave this earth. Hey, la gente que mira para abajo. Soy el próguida, eso es claro. A tu eres familia, esa es mi clica. Y delante me miran los que me apoyan si se rifan. Y me miran arriba, pero me critican. Me saludan envidia, son mis pasos, nunca les digas. A tu eres familia, esa es mi clica. Y delante me miran los que me apoyan si se rifan. Y me miran arriba, pero me critican. Me saludan envidia, son mis pasos, nunca les digas.
Mi familia es mi clica. Ya, Dios que los bendiga. Que los bendiga. La Nerd Crew.
And that was Karma featuring Emerge with Pasos. That was my choice for Song of the Week. Next up, we got Z's choice. This is Doce Quetzal featuring Nina Sofia with Homebody.
Ooh, Elroy.
Yo, what up, Dose? What you got up for tonight, man? Let's go out.
I don't wanna go out tonight.
I'm already already settled in.
I don't wanna go out tonight.
You know that I'm a homebody.
I don't wanna go out tonight.
But feel free to come visit me.
I don't wanna go out tonight.
If not, then I will see you later. Bro, I understand that it's Friday night, but I just got home and I'm quite drained. I just worked an extra shift and I'm feeling exhausted. I didn't plan that, what can I say? A time and a half, man, what can I say? I gotta get paid if I wanna have fun. The life of a plant worker, all of that stuff. My body aches and my damn feet hurt. Now I gotta rest so I can't get worse. Well, how about you just come over now? Grab some booze and we'll puff on the loud. But I ain't going out, home's where I'm at. Plus I'm in my PJs so you know it's a wrap, man.
I don't wanna go out tonight.
I'm already settled in.
I don't wanna go out tonight.
You know that I'm a homebody.
I don't wanna go out tonight.
But feel free to come visit me.
I don't wanna go out tonight.
If not, then I will see you later. Just because I'm not doing anything, it doesn't mean that I got the energy mentally or physically to go out now. When I sure as hell ain't going downtown. I was like this even pre-pandemic, relaxing at home, such a sweet aesthetic. And I don't pay these bills to not be at home. Gotta hold down the fort, it's my duty, bro. I'm a grown-ass man, I got nothing to prove. But you're welcome to come by if you want something to do. All the other guys, cause there would be nothing better than to have a little shindig, just a mini get-together. But if you don't want to do all of that, and you just wanna go out, I truly understand. But I'ma be at home and I'm gonna be up late. So call me tomorrow since there's nothing left to say, cause
I don't wanna go out tonight.
I'm already settled in.
I don't wanna go out tonight.
You know that I'm a homebody.
I don't wanna go out tonight.
But feel free to come visit me.
I don't wanna go out tonight.
If not, then I will see you later.
I don't wanna go out tonight. I don't wanna go out tonight. I don't wanna go out tonight.
And that was Dosa Quetzal featuring Nina Sophia with Homebody, chosen by SwZee for Song of the Week. And next up, we got the Urban Rhythm Radio choice for Song of the Week. This is 7 p.m. Freestyle by Israel Keys featuring Breeze.
These niggas shook. Like they really thought the day would never come. They weren't doing shit then, they ain't stopping shit now. Fuck them. Y'all keep rising. Yes, I look good.
I remember long nights and long days on my grind. It was dog fights. You couldn't see me in your prime. I'm the fall guy. Bitch, I never testify. Just look like this. Don't let it catch you by surprise. I see him in his ride on the corner now. Before he get the chance to look up, I'll be running down. Red dot on your nose for you fucking clowns. Run off with a no, I get you whacked for a fucking pound. Take that loss. Nice chain, nigga. Take that off. Don't really wanna have to break that off. Bitch, I make that call. Had your whole block swimming in killers. It's 10 minutes from the moment that it started to finish. And fuck a whisper, let your gun talk. Bitch, you always been a bum, you from a bum block. Dear 7 came home, still a thug. She sent the peach and told me turn it to a kumquat. No drum, one shot, bang.
Yo, bitch, know that Breeze did it. Talking about that cash, I don't see you with it. Rims on the truck, I be speeding in it. Say you need a bag, I'ma need a minute. Say you in the club, I don't see you in it. Bitch so bad, ass cheetah printed. Draco at the show, you don't see me with it. Free all of my niggas, be speedy with it. Get to the bag, I ain't got a choice. See you with your man while you looking annoyed. Got a little bitch while she making noise. Tell her what to do, she ain't got a voice. Blowing on my phone while I'm with my boys. Shorty peep my drip, now she really moist. Riding in the whip like I'm on a course. I was in the streets, she was on the porch. I be spitting fire like it's Human Torch. I be ballin' hard like I'm on the court. I'ma lay her up like Miami scored. You be playing roles, you a acting whore. Yeah.
What's happening? You know what this is, man. It's recent, man. Been a lot of speculation, a lot of bullshit said, but that's what dick riding ass niggas do. Niggas talk crazy, and then when you see them, niggas take cops. So, y'all know what it is, man. Don't try to ride the wave, man. The only wave we got, man, is pussy, man. Y'all niggas gonna get pussy because y'all act like pussy. Y'all gossip like pussy. We men around here. You got something to say to me, say something my bro nigga said to us. But we ain't with that shit, though. We grown men, we getting money, man. Small circles, man. We don't need no clowns around. We don't need no whole ass niggas around. So, y'all niggas know what it is. Suck a dick and die slow.
And that was Israel Keys featuring Breeze with 7 p.m. Freestyle. That was the Urban Rhythm Radio choice for Song of the Week. Thank you so much for voting. And right now, we are going to take the time to get into our halftime debate. And how fitting, because this Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. So, what do we have for halftime debate this week? It's very obvious since we are in the Super Bowl season. Super Bowl is literally like here, and so let's get it going. What do we have for halftime debate this week? It's none other than the teams that will be playing at the Super Bowl this Sunday for Super Bowl 56. It is the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Who do you got for halftime? Who do you got for halftime debate? Who do you have winning the Super Bowl this Sunday for Super Bowl 56? Is it the Cincinnati Bengals or is it the Los Angeles Rams? Man, it's
so hard.
It's hard. It's a hard choice because,
first and foremost, they're both amazing teams.
Absolutely.
First and foremost, they're not putting anything past them. They're amazing teams. It's just everything connected to it. You know what I mean? It's like,
bro, it's like first off, like with the Cincinnati Bengals, like I never thought those words would ever leave my mouth. Cincinnati Bengals in the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl, like a couple years ago, like you didn't even hear about the Bengals even making it past like the first round or even in the playoffs, right? And now you got them in the playoffs, and in order to get to the Super Bowl, who do they beat? The Kansas City Chiefs, the champions from 2020. You know, Patrick Mahomes is one heck of a quarterback, but yet the Cincinnati Bengals come around and defeat them, and it was a pretty exciting game. You know, at one point you thought that the Kansas City Chiefs were gonna take it and beat them, but no, Cincinnati still held on, and they became the AFC champions. You know, they punched their ticket to the Super Bowl, and now they're going to Super Bowl 56 against the Los Angeles Rams. But man, it was so fun to watch that match. I personally didn't watch it. I only watched the highlights, but it was a very close game. It came to overtime. They ended up beating the Chiefs 27-24. And now they're going to the Super Bowl. So, man, it is crazy. You know, on one side you have, what's my man's name? Joe Burrow, I think that's his name. He's the quarterback, and he did an amazing job, throughout the whole season. Led the Cincinnati Bengals to now being in the Super Bowl. On the other hand, you have a very familiar face with the Los Angeles Rams, right? And for me, it's more like a For the Cincinnati Bengals, it's more like a Cinderella story because it's like, all right, now I made it to this point.
Mhm.
Am I going to be able to defeat this outstanding team? And a lot of conspiracy theories. There's like, oh no, the Cincinnati Bengals are going to win because 2022. For those who follow like the Chinese New Year, the calendar, and all that stuff, this is the year of the tiger. And I'm like, if it is the year of the tiger, then we better see the dang Detroit Tigers in the World Series in October.
Seriously.
Like, if it is the year of the tiger, then we better see the Detroit Tigers make it all the way this year.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's funny. A lot of people would really wholeheartedly agree, like, oh, no, the Cincinnati Bengals are going to win. And if they do, then I better see the Detroit Tigers in the World Series, bro.
We better.
We better make it.
And, from what the Cincinnati Bengals said, that they're dedicating their game to Harambe.
Oh,
did you hear about that?
I did not.
They're dedicating their win at the Super Bowl to Harambe.
Wow.
For those that don't know, Harambe was the gorilla that was killed at Cincinnati Zoo.
Yeah.
Following him, I guess, approaching and dragging a small child.
Yeah. And fun fact for those who didn't know, Harambe, he actually was transported to the Cincinnati Zoo. Like, he wasn't from there. You want to know where he was from?
Where?
He was from Brownsville, Texas, bro.
Oh, my God.
So he was from the Valley, bro. He was a cuh.
He was a cuh.
He was a cuh.
He had the cuh cut and everything.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, Harambe. That's dope, bro. I did not know that.
Troqueando, cuz.
Puro troqueando, bro. That, for real. Like, puro troqueando with Harambe, But yeah, unfortunately, that did happen. They had to not only tranquilize him, but like literally kill him.
They killed him, yeah.
And it was very unfortunate. On the other hand, you have the Los Angeles Rams.
The Detroit Rams.
the Detroit Rams. The Los Angeles Rams, who a couple years ago, they ended up going to the Super Bowl. And I think the reason why I feel like this is the Rams' year, and I think they're going to take it on Sunday, not only because we see a familiar quarterback on the team, but like I feel like this is a form of redemption for them. Like, all right, we lost to who they lose to? Did they lose to the Patriots? I can't remember who. I can't remember who they lost to, but they ended up going to the Super Bowl a couple years ago, and at that time, Jared Goff, took them to the Super Bowl. And unfortunately, they fell short. They did not make it to. I mean, they made it to the Super Bowl, but they didn't win.
Yeah, they didn't catch the championship.
They didn't win, and I think they did lose to the Patriots. They lost to the Patriots. It was at that Super Bowl was in Atlanta. It was at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. So. They lost to that. Oh yeah, obviously that was the game where they were down by a lot. The Patriots, and they came back and just defeated them.
That was what was it? Was that the one with the football deflating?
Yeah, I think so.
That was that.
Yeah,
that was
I think it was
Deflate
that.
Gate. That's
what
it's called.
Yeah, yep. I think that's what it was.
Deflate Gate. Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, they ended up going to the Super Bowl back in 2019. And they ended up losing to the Patriots, a team that people get tired of seeing them in the Super Bowl every single year.
We won't see them in the bowl anytime soon.
Nope, unfortunately not. That era has ended, just like the Cowboys. They dominated the 90s, and now you haven't really seen them even make it to the Super Bowl.
They still play football?
Yeah, they do. So I think that's the same thing that's happening with the Patriots now. Yeah. Now they're like at a point where it's like, without Tom Brady, like they're not making it. They might make it to the playoffs, but that's it. So.
Well, look at that's going to be Tampa Bay. Oh no, we suck again.
Exactly, exactly. But yeah, on the Los Angeles Rams, we have none other than Matthew Stafford, and that's one of the main reasons why. There's actually two reasons why I want LA to win. First off is because of Matthew Stafford. And I feel like Matthew Stafford is very deserving of a Super Bowl for being the quarterback that he was with the Lions. He was here for a while.
10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
He was here for a while. I think it was more than that, bro. He was here for
or 12 or something
11.
Like that. 11, yeah.
11
going
years.
on 12.
Yeah, going on 12. 11 years. He started back in 2009.
Yeah.
2009. He got drafted in 2008 and began his season in 2009. Or no, I think he got drafted in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he got drafted and then started in 2009. But Matthew Stafford, you can say what you want about him, whatever. It's kind of like Bad Bunny. You have your love and hate relationship with him. Either you like the guy or you don't.
Right.
But he accomplished a lot.
Definitely.
In his career, he's got the most yards, passing yards, and like all that stuff. So he, as a man, as a player, as an individual, as a quarterback, he accomplished a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the Lions, like he accomplished a lot. But the Lions organization just does not work. I mean, look at what's happening with Jared Goff. Jared Goff led the Los Angeles Rams to the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, lost, but he made it.
Yeah.
Comes to Detroit, and he only wins like 4 games. The organization just completely.
He literally went 0-6 before he got a game.
Before he got a game, yeah, and it was like, now we see what the problem is. It's not because Matthew Stafford sucked. Look at where he's at now. He's going to his first Super Bowl with the Los Angeles Rams. So this Sunday, it's going down. Super Bowl 56. You are listening to 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. We are at our halftime debate. Super Bowl 56 this Sunday, February 13th. And it's going to be between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. So who do you got? Make sure to drop in the comments. We're going to poll. There's going to be a poll on our Instagram where you can vote. We'll reveal the winners later on the majority of the votes. But it's going down. So the second reason, I know you're still waiting for the second reason why I'm rooting for the Rams. My cousin had a boyfriend for a while who shares the same first name as me, my government name.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago.
Oh.
And they were together for a while, then they broke up, and, they still had a good, relationship. But he was the biggest Rams fan ever, like, when they were in St. Louis, still based in St. Louis, right? Before they moved to St. Louis from L.A. and then moved back to L.A. But he was the biggest, Rams fan. And, it'd be nice, in his memory if they won the Super Bowl this year.
Definitely.
So yeah, Matthew Stafford with the Los Angeles Rams. It's one of those moments where like, man, you're happy if he does win because all this year spending time in Detroit, and he said it himself. He's like, the Detroit fans really showed me what a fan base is all about. They showed me love.
That's what a true fan base is. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Matthew Stafford, and good luck this Sunday. Before we wrap it up for halftime debate, and there's something going on in Livonia, and it's hilarious. But a local sports apparel and memorabilia store in Livonia has started selling shirts that say Detroit Rams, and it's got the logo. It's got both logos, right? It's got the body of the Lions logo, and then the head of the ram. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So they're selling T-shirts, hoodies, and other collectibles. So
I'm going to have to go pick me one up.
Detroit Rams, bro.
Rocky, you're going to have to make a couple of those.
Oh, man. I think I might have to.
You're going to have to start your own little Detroit Rams clothing line.
Detroit Rams, man. So who do you got? I'm actually going with the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah. I was going to say the Rams, too. Solely, obviously, just because Matt Stafford was our quarterback. And I don't care what anybody says. It's almost like Detroit going to the Super Bowl. Almost.
Absolutely.
Almost.
And funny thing, before we ended, so who do you got? You got Los Angeles Rams?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the LA Rams, you actually shared this, and I found it absolutely hilarious, and I'm going to share it now. At the halftime show, we have Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, and Mary J. Blige, right? Eminem and Matthew Stafford are the closest Detroit will ever come to a Super Bowl. And you know what the sad thing about it is? Eminem and Matthew Stafford.
They're not even from Detroit.
They're not even from Detroit. Eminem is from St. Louis.
St. Louis, where the Rams were.
Where the Rams were from. And then Matthew Stafford is from Texas. So, but...
Yeah, it's the closest.
But they started their careers in Detroit. That's where they were, they became who they are in Detroit. But that's the closest.
Literally, legitimately the closest we'll ever see a Super Bowl. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even think my grandkids would ever are going to see a Super Bowl.
Bro, I don't think in our lifetime, I don't think we're going to see it. And if we do see it, we're probably going to be old and wrinkly.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to make a promise right now. If we make it to the Super Bowl in 20 years, 30 years, we're wrinkly, we're going.
To the Super Bowl?
We're going.
Bro,
We're going.
I am down.
We're going. We're going to go see the Detroit Lions win the Super Bowl.
I
in
am
30
so
plus
down.
years.
And another fun fact before we ended. This is crazy and amazing at the same time. I should have added this to Man That's Crazy. But it was halftime debate. For the second year in a row, the host city has their home team playing in their own stadium. Last year we had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Raymond James Stadium.
Yep.
This year we have the Los Angeles Rams SoFi Stadium. That's crazy. That's only twice.
Ironic. How ironic and
very ironic.
Yeah.
It's only twice that's ever happened in history. Because last time
And back to back.
and back to back, never ever has it ever happened that way. So I don't even know where the Super Bowl is going to be next year, and I highly doubt the.
Do you know where WrestleMania is going to be?
This year?
Next year.
Next year, isn't it SoFi Stadium?
Then that's probably where, because WWE follows NFL. If you ever notice, we had what event came after the Super Bowl was here? I think No, it wasn't WrestleMania. It was or was it WrestleMania?
It was WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was right after the Super Bowl, bro.
It was. It was. Yeah. It was. Yes.
What was that, Super Bowl?
55.
Was it 55?
Last year, yeah, because this is 56 this year. Yeah, 55.
Yeah, because when the Super Bowl came here to Detroit, I think WrestleMania came.
Oh, you're talking about that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, that
they
one.
They follow everything. They follow the NFL.
That's true, but then
I think there was only 1 year they didn't though. I don't.
Well, this year
Yeah.
because the Super Bowl is at SoFi Stadium and WrestleMania is at AT&T Stadium, which is home of the Cowboys.
Yeah, they screwed that up
Yeah.
a long time ago because
Yeah.
for a while there
They were following.
the NFL. Yeah.
Yeah, because when they had the Super Bowl here in Detroit, WrestleMania 23
Came
was,
the next year, right? The year after.
Yeah, I think
It was the year after, yeah.
Because the Super Bowl here was in 2006.
Yep.
Yeah, 2007 was the WrestleMania.
So yeah, look at SoFi
Yeah.
next year.
That's very true. And last year, Super Bowl at Raymond James Stadium, WrestleMania at Raymond James Stadium.
They follow NFL. I knew it. Yes.
That's crazy. So yeah, they do follow them. So yeah, next year, SoFi Stadium for WrestleMania. I lost count. WrestleMania 30, whatever, 37, I think.
He's like, I'm an AEW
30,
fan.
30, yeah, 38, I think. Yeah, AEW.
He's like, I'm an AEW fan. I don't even know anything about the WWE anymore.
But yeah, so who do you got for this this Sunday for the Super Bowl 56? Got the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cincinnati Bengals at SoFi Stadium, home of the LA Rams. So who do you got? We would love to hear from you. For now, we're going to keep it going with some more music. Here, we all agree we want the Rams to win. Will we see it? It's going to be interesting if it does. Let's keep it going with some more music. This is our Detroit hip-hop mix. Wheeze, baby. This is called Firework.
Wheeze.
It's been a couple times I ain't have. Went to school broke, had a couple people laugh. It's been a couple times I gave it up when they was asking. Ain't get back to me, now these niggas want to tap in. Yo, bitch, kick you out and I pussy when I'm back in. Don't park normal, can't see, I got a back in. Another op dot, guess what? New pack in, get a brick on your block, that's the one If you paying every week, motherfucker, that's extortion. When I pop perks, nigga, the only time I feel normal. Pay 14 for them bitches, get them gone for the quarter. Bro slamming on shit like his name Randy Orton. I be chasing every dollar, what you talking ain't important. I ain't drunk on the corner when I say bring my fork. I do this shit all the time, tell my niggas don't worry. Wear a clean fit for what? Trying to do a nigga dirty. Don't ask why I'm tripping, probably blaming on the earth. He think he about to get some money, get him gone for the first. Yeah, my mama pray for me, I don't think it's gonna work. Cause if a nigga play with me, he gon' end up in the earth. You can't hit me with no bitch, I ain't the type that's gon' flirt. Cause if I catch your people out, make sure I do them work. But when they treat my brothers for me, I ain't gon' lie, that shit hurt. Niggas pussy around this bitch, I'm sending shells at your skirt. If you ask me where I got it, I'ma blame it on the perk. I can't tell who hitting with too many guns in the world. And I'm depending on the work, cause I don't wanna go to work. There's too many dollars on the world, I'm trying to scoop that shit first. And I ain't tripping no shit if it ain't about $1. You ain't talk about money, stupid bitch, I holler. And I know some scam niggas that be waiting on deposit, but I couldn't fuck with it, I'm at the gas station clock. Nigga wanna be with me, high chance they start drop. I be fucking with the scripts and the weed, I'm not locked. I could whip you up at 8, just hit it with the quality. Last nigga couldn't tell you, little dummy, he was a homie. There's been a couple times I ain't happy. Went to school broke, had a couple people laughing. There's been a couple times I gave it up when they was asking. I ain't get back to me, now these niggas wanna tap in. Your bitch kick you out, now her pussy when I'm back in. Don't park normal, can't see, I got her back in. Another op dot, guess what? New pack in. Get a brib on your block, that's the one we bout to trap in. Nigga.
And that was Weez Baby with Fireworks. Next up on the Detroit Hip Hop Mix, this is Israel Keys featuring Bales with One Time.
Hey, who you willing to slide for? What you willing to die for? What you stand on? You ain't slid once and your man gone. Seen your baby mother number in my man phone. I be chillin', you struggle to get them grams on. What you willing to die for? What you stand on? You ain't slid once and your man gone. Seen your baby mother number in my man phone. Hey, I be chillin', you struggle to get them grams on, nigga. I don't hire shooters, bitch, I'm hands on. But it ain't nothing to hit my man phone. Free to real, I'm waiting for them to land home. Ooh, bitch, I'm feeling froggy like a tadpole. Got a bad pole, keep it on me. Lurking on my page, feeling like you really know me. My mind fucked up, shit, I can't even trust a homie. The top got close, it started feeling kinda lonely. Devil on me, and I can't shake them off. Shit, all the shit I'm holding kinda hard to bear across. I can't take another loss, I'm the wrong one to cross on a whim, really. Think you ballin' till you see a nigga windmilling. Listen, I done faded every nigga tryna get with me. I don't see a ceiling. They doubting, but the shit silly. If I got the chance to be honest, the coldest and the hottest rappers that you know ain't fucking with me, little nigga. What you willing to die for? What you stand on? You ain't slid once and your man gone. Seen your baby mother number in my man phone. I be chillin', you struggle to get them grams gone. What you willing to die for? What you stand on? You ain't slid once and your man gone. Seen your baby mother number in my man phone. Hey, I be chillin', you struggle to get them grams gone.
My mind on my money, hand on the Glock, but Scotty packs in the Chevy and the door's 12 o'clock. Real ones know me, no need for cap, we animals. Bows coming from South Georgia, we in Savannah too. Screws loose, crash coops, my dogs kill for real. It's murder like Amityville. Pocket and profit the mills, 40, I'm glocking it still. I'm still the coldest in the world, check the wind chill. Just ride with me, I can show you how that band spill. I live my life like a movie, the way these clips feel. Did it all for the bangers, drug dealers and killers. Did it all for the scammers, real niggas and bitches. And I can talk how I talk, I'm the boss type. Whipping all in the kitchen, nigga, I got that sauce right. You ain't stepping for your man, you ain't rapping for your man. Only thing that I know, you just another dead man, pussy.
What you willing to die for? What you stand on? You ain't slid once and your man gone. Seen your baby mother number in my man phone. I be chillin', you struggle to get them grams gone. What you willing to die for? What you stand on? You ain't slid once and your man gone. Seen your baby mother number in my man phone. Hey, I be chillin', you struggle to get them grams gone, nigga.
And that was Israel Keys featuring Bales with One Time. Next up, we got the Splash Brothers. This is Gotta Get It.
I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, I gotta get it. No label, but nigga, we independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning. I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, you gotta get it. Gotta get it, no label, my nigga, we independent. We independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning. Y'all won. I can see these niggas lost, so let me lead the way. I know some niggas with some talent, let it go to waste. My bitch pussy priceless, I got expensive taste. Where I'm from, we drive bodies in the broad day. So I'm always on point, I'm never lacking. Whole family hustle, I just happen to be rapping. Went from running through these streets, now I'm running through these beats. And if it ain't about money, then it don't involve me, preach. I was taught to get this money as an adolescent. Every L I ever took, I took it as a lesson. I bounced back even harder, only made me smarter. Niggas hating from the bench can never be a starter. Niggas wanna be a star, can never play the role. When that pressure on, I done seen the realest fold. Niggas talking, but they really don't want it, though. They know that we a flood on they block like a levee, bro. I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, you gotta get it. No label, my nigga, we independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning. I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, you gotta get it. No label, my nigga, we independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning.
I gotta get it. 7 digits, that's a big business. Look me in my eyes and you can tell that I'm really with it. I've been grinding, these niggas cap, no fitted cap. I'm the reason niggas got the hood on their back. Late nights grinding just to shine like a diamond. Waited on my time, now it feels like it's perfect timing. There's levels to this shit, we bust down, rollie lit. Every time we step in the room, they focus on the drip. All gas, no brakes, even when the lights change. Only time we chance the shit is when we in a dice game. You know the vibes, nigga. We ain't never switch sides, and when it's time to ride, they always gonna ride with us. We taking off and they ain't fucking with us. Got a lot of niggas mad cause they know that they ain't coming with us. Told hustle, just be patient, this shit take time. A million ways to get it, so I gotta get mine.
I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, you gotta get it. No label, my nigga, we independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning. I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, you gotta get it. No label, my nigga, we independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning. This the power circle, all my niggas self-made. Million ways to get it, so all my niggas self-paid. When you come from the bottom, only way is up. More focused on my hustle, trying to run it up. Real precise how I move. Been through it all, you couldn't walk in my shoes. Walk came sealed, so we pouring by the tools. Fucking with my niggas, quickest way to make the news. That's on some other shit, cause we tryna get rich. If it don't make money, then it don't make sense. Me and broke can never coexist. That's why my pockets full of grip like a closed fist. Still independent as it gets. Still putting on for my city. Still riding for my niggas and they riding with me. No matter what, we gon' get to the bad. Because we remember all them times though that we never had. We gotta get it, nigga. I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, you gotta get it. No label, my nigga, we independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning. I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, you gotta get it. No label, my nigga, we independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning.
And that was the Splash Brothers with Gotta Get It. Before we keep it moving with some more music, let's take the time to take a small break right now and talk about Black History Month. Black History Month, as you know, I think we're behind, bro, and I totally, completely didn't forget about it, but I was like, there's something missing. Like, I really want to add something else to the show. I remember that back in, September, we were obviously celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month and honoring some of those Latinos that have made history, have made an impact for the Latino community. But Black History Month, it just started. It started February 1st, which was the last Tuesday, and it goes to March 1st. So Black History Month is a month, to honor African Americans, to honor, Black people that have made an impact in the, Black community, who have made history, who are, very inspirational people. But yeah, so who do we got for today for Black History Month to honor? Man, I thought we'd begin with just a big name, somebody who made an impact in the sports industry, in this sport itself when it comes to baseball. And obviously, when I mention baseball, you already know who I'm talking about, and it's none other than the late great Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson, as you know, he was an American professional baseball player who became the first African American to play in Major League Baseball, in the MLB, in the modern era. So he was the first ever. Robinson broke the baseball color line when he started at first base for the then Brooklyn Dodgers on April 15th in 1947. And when the Dodgers signed Robinson, it heralded the end of racial segregation in professional baseball forever. Like, there was no more like, oh, just a black team and just a white team. Like, no, now we're going to be together. So it ended that racial segregation in professional baseball that had relegated black players to the Negro Leagues in the 1880s. Robinson was inducted in the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1962. During his 10-year MLB career, Robinson won the inaugural Rookie of the Year award in 1947. He was an All-Star for 6 consecutive seasons from 1949 to 1954 and won the National League Most Valuable Player award in 1949, the first black player to win that honor. Robinson played in 6 World Series and contributed to the Dodgers' 1955 World Series championship. In 1997, the Major League Baseball retired his uniform number 42 across all major league teams. He was the first professional athlete in any sport to be honored with that. And then also the Major League Baseball adopted a new annual tradition that is called Jackie Robinson Day for the first time on April 15th of 2004, on which every player on every team wears number 42. So now when you follow the MLB, April is usually like the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the beginning of the season, it's the beginning of the season because on April 15th, every player of every team and every single
42.
Wears 42 for that day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so dope. And if a team doesn't play that day, they'll wear it like the next day or whatever. So, but they always honor Jackie Robinson. And I think, when his number was retired back in 97. Yeah.
And you said that was league-wide, right?
Yeah, league-wide.
Wow.
Like every single player in every single team wears number 42 on that day.
That's like, what's his name? Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, okay.
Wayne Gretzky's number 99 is retired league-wide. Nobody can use 99. He's still alive. He's been inducted into the Hall of Fame, but he's regarded as he's like the Michael Jordan of hockey.
Okay.
Or like the Joe Montana of football. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, Jackie Robinson. I think the only player after his number was retired in 97, there was one active player in the entire MLB to still have that number.
Mm-hmm.
And he wore it his entire career until it was officially retired for good, that nobody else could ever wear it. And that was oh my gosh, he was the pitcher for the Yankees. Rivera, bro.
I know what you're talking about.
His name is I'm drawing a blank with his name. But yeah, he wore number 42 for the Yankees for a while. Because Mariano Rivera, that's who it was. Mariano Rivera. And the reason why, he still had his jersey was because he started his career in 95. And Jackie Robinson's number was retired in 97. So he would still wear number 42 up until he retired in 2013.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so 2013, we can officially say number 42 was officially retired. Nobody else ever wore it. So Mariano Rivera, obviously, since he was 42 before the actual number was retired for Jackie Robinson, they gave him the honor of, oh, you can still rock your number until you retire.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, so whenever you saw number 42, 2011, whatever, up until 2013, you knew it was Mariano Rivera, nobody else. So shout out to Mariano Rivera, who actually wore that number until he retired, and now that number is officially retired for good since then.
You're mentioning all these retired numbers, bro, and it's like this episode of Futurama comes up. It's like where they're playing baseball, and they're watching the MLB, and they're all like 48 and a quarter, 48 and 3/8, because all the regular numbers have been retired already.
Funny, bro. 42 and a half.
42 and a half, literally.
41 and a half.
41 and 3/4.
Yeah. So as of April 15, 2004, every player on every team wears number 42 on April 15th to honor Jackie Robinson Day. Robinson's character, his use of nonviolence, and his talent challenged the traditional basis of segregation that had then marked many other aspects of American life. He influenced the culture of and contributed significantly to the civil rights movement. Robinson also was the first black television analyst in MLB and the first black vice president of major American corporation, chock full of nuts. In the 1960s, he helped establish the Freedom National Bank, an African-American owned financial institution based in Harlem, New York. And after his death in 1972, Robinson was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal and Presidential Medal of Freedom in recognition of his achievements on and off the field.
That is so dope, bro.
Yeah. So he was only 53 years old when he passed away.
So young still.
Yeah, still so young. He in the Negro Leagues, he actually started with the only team he was on was with the Kansas City Monarchs. But then in 1947, when he was signed and made history as the first black baseball player in the major leagues, he was with the Brooklyn Dodgers up until the last year when he retired in 1956. So he was with the Brooklyn Dodgers. Just to run a couple of his stats, career highlights, and awards, he had a batting average of .313. Very fitting.
31.3.
Yep. 141 home runs, 761 RBIs, and his accomplishments and careers were 1945, he was the NGL All-Star, which is the Negro League All-Star, 6-time All-Star from 1949 to 1954, World Series champion 1955, the National League MVP in 49, MLB Rookie of the Year in 47, National League batting champion in 1949, two-time National League stolen base leader in 47 and 49. The Los Angeles Dodgers retired his number 42, and his number 42 retired by all Major League Baseball teams, like we just mentioned. A Monument Park honoree, a Major League Baseball All-Century team. So, and he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1962. He had a 77.5% of votes for him for the Baseball Hall of Fame. So,
and so in such an era of segregation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like right in the middle of the 60s, and they voted to, like, it's hard, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to imagine that. Like I was gonna mention earlier, like, imagine being the only colored, baseball player in a white man's game. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, I can't even imagine how the man felt, being the only one, and then having all that racism around you, just to hate, like, oh.
Yeah, bro. So
shout out to him, because he made it through that, bro.
Man, he made it through.
He had a very, very, very long career.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And a very tough career at that. Very tough career. He was also part of the United States Army.
Wow.
He served from 42 to 44. He was a second lieutenant. So shout out to Jackie Robinson. Just a great player. To this day, they still honor him, and it's amazing that his number was retired by every single team.
I'm gonna watch 42.
42.
I'm gonna go watch 42 now.
Yeah, that's
the Chadwick Boseman movie.
Yeah, that's a really dope movie. 42.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really talks about his story.
His
and
story, yeah.
It's amazing. So, shout out to Jackie Robinson, late great Jackie Robinson. He is today's honoree for celebrating Black History Month. With that being said, let's keep it going with some more music. This is Row with the D.
I got so much on my soul. Yeah. I got so much on my soul. Yeah. I got enemies, got a lot of enemies. Most of the people that claim they love me, some pretend to be's. Only time I show emotion is on a melody. Fucking with Melanie, you know, blowing hella trees. Dodging them felonies, locked up in this cell but free. I done been through hell and back, show ain't shit that you telling me. Niggas out here telling see, painting vivid pictures, but that freedom never guaranteed. Calling shots like referee, you can't walk a mile in my shoes. These 2 3s, you can't fit in these. Birdies come from Tennessee, these golden hearts like 10 apiece. I don't know where I'm going, I can tell you where I've been. I ain't gotta pay my shooter, bet that boy still get it in. Conversations with the Lord, please forgive me for my sins. That's on my soul, that's on my soul. If you in the way, you gotta go.
Shit, you know we keep tradition. Detroit independent. Fuck if you offended. Now that I got your attention, I know that you gon' listen. This ain't just words put together in a clever sentence. This that black hoodie up on some mob shit. Get your top hit, think you hot, but you not shit. Let your guard down, now your back is a target. We in 6 feet deep, you make a nice garden. My family been about it. We never care for silence. We rather start a riot. Molotov cocktails wrapped into Jameson. Throwing flames out the whip that we came up in. Putting up numbers is my latest trend. With my cousin Gio taking all the M's. Yeah, this for Southwest. Let me see your fist in the sky. Light a blunt in the sky. Pour it up if you ride.
And that was the D with Roll featuring Southwest Geo and Deep Chi. Next up, we got Sacramento Knox featuring Nora with Stimmy Steaks and Pasta.
Still riding clean, making cheese and get my. 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 Gotcha, smoking on some monster. Hiding far away from all my problems. Banking all the trauma, now I'm about to make deposits. My sadness comes in commas, let's unpack in all these boxes. The Eagles always clashing, can't believe in all the options. Slick talking, targeted, I gotta move with caution. Man, these ops, they hate me, they wanna take my awesome. Try to shit on me, watch manure make me blossom. Front page, 6 columns, permanent stain, stay toxic. Think with brains, don't use your heart, that's logic. Focus the game, don't forget the topic. Cyber life, increase my optics. Do my best to keep the speed, I'm on it.
Everywhere you go, everybody wants
lines for bright guys, a budget tight and small fries. A grind come with no prize. Hustled out or probably die. In life you're always short on time. I'm walking on this borderline. Pour the water, pour the wine. Quickly. As I walk through the room briskly, yeah. It requires tiptoes, it's risky. Yeah. Social orders and sociopathic hippies dancing on Indian land buried underneath the cities. Yeah. I can't believe those enemies were friends to me. Values like Judas getting rich up off of 20p's. Yeah. Shame when it's your own that betrays. I think it's always known to get the fuck up out the way. I remember when they come and go, but the trauma stays. When we feeling low, searching for the sun rays. Increase my glow, I'm in my zone. Feeling like a throne. Look how much I just grown. Yeah. Glitch in the matrix. Get free with lyrics. Romantics hear it. In mass appearance. As I ride on Yoshi. Robin Hood's my story. Cause in a drought I'm passing out. Stimmy steaks and pasta. Stimmy steaks and pasta. Stimmy steaks and pasta. Stimmy steaks and pasta. Yeah. Stimmy steaks and pasta. Stimmy steaks and pasta. Stimmy steaks and pasta. Stimmy steaks and pasta. Stimmy steaks and pasta.
That was Sacramento Knox featuring Nora with Stimmy Steaks and Pasta. Next up, we got Pablo Pleasure with Runoff.
You'll never catch me. Girl, you only want me when I'm on. When I'm down, you're surely to run off. You can't wait 1 second, way too long. Then baby, you're gone. You'll run off on me. You ain't bound to stay, you're used to dipping. Girl, I told you that this love was different. I know you always listen to them bitches. You always want them up in our business. Then you wonder why you're always tripping. You believe their lies and now you're dipping. Bury me away until the tomb. Baby girl, I'm crying out for you. Baby girl, I spent the night out. Catch me up in Southwest with a white out. Bad bitch on my dick, wanna ride out. Baby, you the only thing on my mind now. Baby, I think you're my type now. Let me see that smile, let me see how you bite down. Remember when I used to come and lay the pipe down? It's been a long time, moving when you pipe now. Girl, you only want me when I'm on. When I'm down, you're surely to run off. You can't wait 1 second, way too long. Then baby, you're gone. You're enough on me. You're enough on me. Oh, run enough on me. Oh, 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 oh. You played it the realest, I swear I was in it. Whatever you asked, I would do just to hit it. Ain't give you the world, couldn't give you the stars, but I promise you had every piece of my heart. If I knew you do me this bad from the start, I'd probably go back from when we used to park. You know that I'm talking late nights in the dark, and the car wasn't the only thing we used to start. Girl, you drive me crazy. You're still my little baby.
And that was Pablo Pleasure with Runoff. Right now, we're going to get into the topic of the day. Be sure to call in 313-288-5070. Share your opinion. We got Valentine's Day on Monday. Some people will be celebrating on Monday. Others will be celebrating during the weekend. So the weekend is not only Super Bowl weekend, but it's also Valentine's Day weekend. I already have a date planned for my fiance and I for tomorrow. We're going to go out and have a nice little romantic dinner. Or just, a little dinner. We just love checking out new spots to grub on. But anyway, maybe that could be for next week's What's Good in the Hood. But yeah, so what is the ideal Valentine's Day? What do you guys see? You got any like sort of date that you think is like, what do you think your wife would like as a date for Valentine's Day?
That's easy. That is real easy. We're really simple people. We're really we don't really like to go out and be flashy and do kind of stuff like that. So like our ideal like date is like going out and getting some, takeout and coming home and watching one of our favorite shows. And she'll kick back, have a couple drinks. I might smoke for the night, but yeah, it's not really like. Only time we really go out stuff like out is like for our birthdays.
Okay.
Or weddings.
Weddings,
yeah. But other than that, man, yeah, wink, wink. Other than that, man, last couple Valentine's days we just kind of just sat home, and we're old people now, man. Like we've been together for 11 years.
Yeah.
So like everybody's like, oh, Valentine's Day. We're like, it's just like another day to us.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing is, I always see Valentine's Day as my sister's birthday, because it is my sister's birthday.
That's kind of cool though.
Yeah, so her birthday is Valentine's Day. That's what I look at. To me, Valentine's Day is like one of those, like I'm like I can show love and affection to my fiance any single day.
Exactly.
I don't have to wait for a specific day. But obviously, they want to feel loved. They want to feel, appreciated.
It's like Sweetie's Day, too, bro.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, I always tell my wife, don't give me anything for Sweetie's Day. I don't want anything. And
yeah.
Somehow, some way, she always goes out and gets me something. And I feel bad because it's like on Valentine's Day, she just wants to stay home, chill, have a couple drinks, and watch TV. And I'm like, I get spoiled on Sweetie's Day. It's like, oh, man.
Yeah. And, you got your cliche, like, oh, I'm going to buy roses and, like, box of chocolates and stuff like that. Your typical.
I'm gonna put the wedding ring in the champagne glass.
The champagne glass and a big old teddy bear and stuff like that. You got stuff like that. My favorite day is February 15th. Where all the chocolates are 50% off. 50% that's my favorite part of Valentine's Day.
Right, that one and around Halloween time too, huh? Right after Halloween.
Yep. Oh. And Christmas too.
Christmas, yeah. We actually went this December after Christmas and all that was over, and we got a bunch of shit on sale, like ready for next year. Like, man, we are not playing. Like, we were not gonna get caught off guard next year.
This is going in the storage room. And it's not gonna be touched until. The holiday season.
Blowing off dust like.
Yeah. Yep. For me, I think like an ideal Valentine's Day date obviously always has to start off with like a romantic dinner, and it doesn't have to be like romantic, like all out and like candles and all. Like, yeah, I mean, that's romantic. There's some ladies that love that and want to be romantic like that. Your man want to be romantic like that. Sometimes you can have like a home cooked meal, and have a candlelight dinner. You can go out to somewhere nice, somewhere fancy, whatever. Like I said, my fiance and I are actually going on a date tomorrow, to kind of celebrate because, it falls on Monday. We got work and all that stuff. So we're going to actually, take the time to hit up a nice little restaurant tomorrow. But yeah, I feel like it has to start there, and then whatever happens afterwards, happens afterwards. That's for private, whatever, But I feel like it always starts with a nice little romantic dinner. I feel like that's where it couldn't start. But what are your opinions? what do you think is the ideal Valentine's Day date? We got Valentine's Day coming up after the Super Bowl is Valentine's Day. So be sure to share your opinion. You can drop your a comment. You can call us right now at 313-288-5070. That's 313-288-5070. Hop on the conversation with what's going down. I only got one comment here that says, it was by Victorino. He said, and I quote, "I only seen this on TV, but anything that has a path or a room with rose petals and candy." And yeah, I mean, I feel like, that's what I was talking about, the whole private thing is, you can have like a nice fancy, romantic dinner, and then afterwards, like, "Oh, honey, come on." Nice hotel room.
Yep.
Or whatever. And you got the hallway, like, with rose petals leading to like a jacuzzi or something, like something like that.
Shoot, my girl, all I gotta do is put down, like, how they have the one shots of Bacardis. I just make a trail of those for her with the rose petals, bro. I'm telling you, and I shit you not, I'll be the luckiest man in the world that night.
Yeah, so I don't think we have any more comments, but yeah, I have seen that a lot.
I mean, like an ideal date. I mean, like you said, dinner. A lot of people, movies.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to do with my wife, was we now I'm a huge lover of firearms. I love guns.
Okay.
I'm a huge gun guy.
Uh-huh.
And I've been itching to take her to the gun range.
Ooh.
So I told her, I was like, I think that would be a really good, and it's different. Everybody else goes to dinner. Like, who goes to a gun range on Valentine's Day? You know what I mean? And only we would get kind of like excitement out of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I told her, I was like, maybe we can go to the gun range for a little bit, shoot a couple rounds, and then go to dinner afterwards, and then just come back home. Like, we have a bunch of kids. We like spending, and 98% of our time is spent with our kids.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
sometimes it's nice to get away.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Is there a gun range that you like to go to?
What is that one?
Is there just all over the place?
They're all over. There's the one that's on E-Course and Party. What is that one?
Oh, yeah.
The one right by Taylortown.
Yeah, Top Gun or
Top
something?
Gun, yep.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
That's where I go.
There's one, this is so cool. Like, I don't know, for me, I don't know if you know this, but besides, Spider-Man and like wrestling and all that stuff, another thing that I'm fascinated about, or that I find very, very interesting and I just absolutely love, is dinosaurs.
Oh,
and there's this, I know because I've delivered there before. And for those of you who don't know, I'm actually an Amazon driver. That's why I keep saying when I deliver. No, I don't deliver drugs. I don't do that. I'm a good boy. But yeah, I've delivered to this. I forgot what it's called, bro. But it's on 94 in Belleville, and I don't know if it's called T-Rex Arms or something like that. T-Rex something, but it's got like a T-Rex, like the logo is a T-Rex with like a rifle gun, and he's got, his teeny hands. He's holding like a big old rifle, and it's a dope spot. Like, they got like dinosaur theme and all that stuff inside. It's pretty dope, and they got a shooting range in there.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned dinosaurs, right here on Livernois, if you go right down the street, I believe it's Family Dollar that's on this side.
Yeah.
They have a big, huge like sculpture of a dinosaur sitting out front.
Oh, I didn't know.
Right down the street, bro. Like, you're gonna have to come over here like during the day one day to see it. It's freaking huge, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Now that you say that, every time I pass it, I'm gonna think of you.
So it's headed that way?
Yeah, like going towards the Davison.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be right on the same side as the police station and all that. I think it's right before the Davison actually too. So you won't have to go that far. It's like maybe 4 or 5 blocks down.
Bro, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, it's literally right on the right side. It's huge, bro. You could climb on and take pictures and whatever. Like, they put it out there for the kids.
Yeah, I came across and I don't know. Right now, you've given me an idea. I know we've gone off topic now, but we haven't had any more comments or nothing like that. So just be sure to drop in any comments that you might have. But before we end it for topic of the day, I don't think we have anything else. But now you've given me an idea. I don't know how legal it is. it's nothing illegal, but it kind of is because, it's considered trespassing. But I'll share it off the air because I don't want to get in trouble. But it's nothing illegal. I mind you, nothing illegal.
He's a good boy. Remember that.
Yeah, I'm a good boy. But yeah, that's all we have for topic of the day. Before we end it for tonight, let's keep it going with some more music. Next up, we got the Southwest Mix. This is Sombra with Ride With Them.
Estos güeyes no te en clase, la música de corazón me nace. Si te doy la mano es mejor que no te pases. Gárrate una troca para que así arranques. Te siguen más las mujeres cuando tú te cases. Te lo juro, homie, eso no es mentira. Son mis hijas las que todos los días me inspiran. Quiero llevar un día a la familia de una gira. No le hago caso a los babosos que me tiran. I don't give a fuck what people say about me. All they do is talk, but they won't fight me. I never be hiding, they know where I be. You're shooting better than cats, so that's unlikely. If you hang with the ops, you could die with them. Won't lay you next to them if you ride with them. If my brothers got beef, I'ma slide with them. And if you got enemies, I'ma side with them. If you hang with the ops, you could die with them. Won't lay you next to them if you ride with them. If my brothers got beef, I'ma slide with them. And if you got enemies, I'ma side with them. Motherfuckers say I'm me cause I ain't lyrical. Saying that my rap so whack is so typical. People saying with these tattoos that I'm a criminal. So much hate in the street, it makes it so difficult. En esta vida yo soy micro, tú despaco. Si tú no sabes español, eres un gabacho. Si te queda bien, pues vato, ponte el saco. Son de calle, nunca escucharon un balazo. Antes que digan que estoy copiando, escuche bien el modo como estoy rapeando. Ya ni saben qué decir, lo estoy lastimando. Pinche perro nunca muerde, nomás andan hablando. Antes que digan que estoy copiando, escuche bien el modo como estoy rapeando. Ya ni saben qué decir, lo estoy lastimando. Pinche perro nunca muerde, nomás andan hablando. If you hang with the ops, you can die with them. We'll lay you next to them if you ride with them. If my brothers got beef, I'ma slide with them. And if you got enemies, I'ma side with them. If you hang with the ops, you can die with them. We'll lay you next to them if you ride with them. If my brothers got beef, I'ma slide with them. And if you got enemies, I'ma side with them. And after this, I bet yo will still say I'm trying to be a keen little G. Fucking dumbasses. In English or in Spanish, in the most humblest way possible. Listen, me la pelan.
And that was Sombra with Ride With Them. Next up, we got the Gutter Boys. This one's called Pull Up.
Walked in the club, bout to pull up. Hopped out the whip, left the door up. They see me in the hood, throw the foes up. Boys, stop blind, y'all know us. Walked in the club, bout to pull up. Hopped out the whip, left the door up. They see us in the hood, throw the foes up. Boys, stop blind, y'all know us. Boys, stop capping, grab a bag. Before I put my hitters on your ass. My trigger finger itches, so it's bad. About to leave them dead in the grass. If you see me pop the trunk, shut the fuck up. Then get your ass low, cause I'ma cut up. Her man's talking crazy like, what up? Now he in the morgue cause he jumped up on God. I set this motherfucker off, yo squad. Everybody in that bitch soft facade. We're not from the same cloth. I send 100 shots out the whip. Fuck you thought they call me gunner. Always on some bullshit, shorty ain't no other. Fucking up the club in the check with no rubber. They pouring liquor in my cup like a butler. For this 40 ball, she let anybody touch it. Catch me in the club flexing hard with my partners. All that goofy shit gon' make me grab the chopper. Beefing with the mob gon' get your ass chopped up. Now the hood flooded with a bunch of helicopters. Walked in the club, bout to pull up. Hopped out the
Walking the strip with my shotters. Say the wrong thing and get shot up. I don't even drink, but order me a bottle. I love me some strippers, fuck a model. Throw some ones, cause I got it, I'm just spending up my profit. I'll take your heart when I won't pay no deposit. How much for the pussy? Well, I ain't paying nada. I'll pay you to leave, stay the fuck off my wallet. Got the boys in mafia, we're a crime family. Time is money, so I gotta get it rapidly. My bitch stays mad at me, cause these hoes after me. I ain't no rat, but I'm trying to get this bag of cheese. Watch out for the intruders, they could be some shooters. I'll send you boys to the church, nigga, hallelujah. Don't talk if it ain't about the moolah. Do get her getting chula, I'ma fuck her when I scoop her. Drop her off deuces, she sucked up my fluids. She's a nuisance, but I treat her real ruthless. Make her take 20 shots all back to back. Got her drunk, now she like stretched like a Cadillac.
Walked in the club, about to pull up. Hopped off the whip, left the dough up. They see me in the hood, throw the foes up. Boy, stop lying, y'all don't know us. Walked in the club, about to pull up. Hopped off the whip, left the dough up. They see us in the hood, throw the foes up. Boy, stop lying, y'all don't know us.
That was the Gutter Boys with Pull Up. Next up, we got J Money. This one's called The Top.
I'm from Southwest, fuck a co-defendant. Y'all get taxed over there, we get it for a low ticket. Running this shit like I was a lieutenant. I'm about to get it started, man, it's time for y'all to finish. I'm from Southwest, fuck a co-defendant. Y'all get taxed over there, we get it for a low ticket. Running this shit like I was a lieutenant. I'm about to get it started, man, it's time for y'all to finish. I'm from Detroit, shooting like the Pistons. Every time I take a shot, man, you know it's so persistent. I'm here for the money, then I'm gone in the instant. Everyone's doing the same and I'm just trying to do it different. I love my life, so you know I had to boss up. I pray to the cross, them haters don't cross us. If they do, then someone's getting chalked up. Fuck around and turn them boys into sawdust. You know me, I for sure gotta achieve my goals. Time won't stop for nothing, you hating motherfuckers getting up. Games to be sold, dumbass not to be told. While I'm with your bitch, you bout to pull off like Velcro. Tell them hoes to follow me on IG. It's kinda mind-blowing what it all straight came to be. Me with 20 bands, man, that's what I call company. Bitch, I'm always down, so you hoes know what's up with me. Put on my buffs, now it's time to straight activate. Look at my wrist and that's your bitch, does she wanna skate? Competition about to fall, so I'm gon' need a rake. Shotty or the pistol, motherfucker, you could choose your fate. Been working all night, plus I stay up late. Big boys eating good, so you know I need a plate. Actually, go ahead and tell him double that. Plug touchdown, gave me one, then he double back. Money doing flips like a motherfucking jumping jack. AR-15, make they ass do a somersault. I ain't gon' stop till my money's locked up in a vault. Like a rocket ship, man, I'm over here taking off. Where the competition at if they already lost? The bitch told me she was single, man, it's not my fault. You know what they say, honesty is the best policy. Honestly, I'm on your block, so tell me why you dodging me. Everyone a rapper nowadays, this shit lame as hell. The plug said if I buy one, the next one on sale. How the fuck you rolling up that loud and they don't got a smell? We posting on the corner 24 hours like a Taco Bell. You know me, I got the recipe in the fucking pot. Them boys feeling that they hot, I'm thinking that they probably not. Like a mountain climber, I ain't gon' stop till I reach the top. Price still in, I'ma turn it up another notch. Yeah. Price still in, I'ma turn it up another notch. Yeah. Y'all better watch out, cause I'm coming for the fucking top.
And that was J Money. That finishes the Southwest mix. J Money with The Top. And thank you so much for tuning in this week for 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in last night. SwZee, a.k.a. Temple Beast, hosting yesterday. So you can catch him every Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m. He hosts on Thursdays. I host on Fridays. So be sure to tune in again next week on Thursdays from 8 to 10 p.m. Fridays from 6 to 8 p.m. or sometimes a little later like we are right now. But, man, we just having fun. We just love to have fun. We love to talk. We get nerded out sometimes, and we just nerd it up together. So, yeah, just thank you so much for tuning in this week for 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. That does it for us tonight. Again, be sure to check us out on every social media. We are on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Continue to show support, to subscribe, to share. to like and follow on all social media. That is at 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. And if you're a music artist, a small business owner, or entrepreneur, be sure to send in all your promotions, all your music submissions to 31.3 Urban Rhythm at gmail.com. And be sure to check us out every single Thursday, every single Friday. Thursdays, like I mentioned, from 8 to 10 p.m. Fridays from 6 to 8 p.m. And just continue to show support. Thank you so much for yet another great week. And y'all have a nice, blessed, fun weekend. We got Super Bowl on Sunday and then Valentine's Day on Monday. So y'all be good. Have a great rest of your Friday night and a great weekend. And we will see you next week here on 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. I am your host, Rocky Road 313, alongside co-host DJ Mastermind SwZee, a.k.a. Tempo Beats. And you're listening to 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. Y'all have a good night. We're going to end it with a treat, with a new drop. And this is out of the RGV, out of Texas. This is G-Thang Baby featuring Southwest's own Bob the Pleasure and our very own SwZee. This one's called On to the Next. We're going to end it with that. With that being said, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we will see you all next week. Y'all have a good one.
It's Rocco on the beat.
Did me dirty, now it's on to the next. I like her, but I love my respect. Get to a check, fuck being in debt. If things ain't right, shit, smoke what's left. I'm just living out my dream. I put that on my team. I'm just living out my dream. I put that on my team. Fuck your bitch, so quit asking me about it. In the club, don't talk to me, I don't like to be shouted. In the VIP, it's getting a little bit crowded. Cause we got all the hoes, shit, we got all the bottles. This is real life, and I don't like to be capping. Go and ask Trippy how the fuck we get it slapping. Back in the days, yeah, I used to be trapping. I can't believe it now, how I really made it happen. Puffing on a blunt, got it packed with the Zaza. G-Thang checking in, tapping in with the Raza. Shawty did me dirty, but it's on to the next. Forget her faster than I let the smoke up on my chest. Baby, you ain't special, I'ma tell you one time. I'm all about my money, but I'll throw away a dime. Fuck it, go and shake that ass on me. We'll talk about it more in the fucking morning. Gotta keep it in motion. Smoking on some meds while I'm sipping on potion. So potent, I'm goated. Did me dirty, now it's on to the next. I like her, but I love my respect. Get to a check, fuck being in debt. If things ain't right, shit, smoke what's left. I'm just living out my dream. I put that on my team. I'm just living out my dream. I put that on my team.
Used to date a bitch that had no eyebrows with no makeup on. But when she did, she was a bad thing, leave alone. Don't you dare ever put me on speakerphone. Don't you ever let your friends know what we be on. Up in the streets, I'm the main target lately, I'm just talking crazy. Got to kill it for the hoes that said they wouldn't date me. Used to want you then, now you just shoulda, coulda, motherfucking woulda, baby. Now I got bitches, got baddies, got thoughts, I got hoes too. Now I rock on the stage like I'm supposed to. Little bitch, I don't care who you close to, I know, boo. Don't forget what I told you. Don't you ever let these fucking bums poke you. Don't believe what you heard, fuck who you spoke to. When you do it, you do better than most, boo. If these vatos won't smoke,
Got them dripping like ice cream. Yeah, we shining like high beams. All these lights gonna blind me. Who are you, please remind me?
Did me dirty, now it's on to the next. I like her, but I love my respect. Get to a check, fuck being in debt. If things ain't right, shit, smoke what's left. I'm just living out my dream. I put that on my team. I'm just living out my dream. See, I put that on my team. This is for them hoes that used to doubt me way back in. Always making moves and I'm never gonna be lacking. Baby, about that paper, I'm just worried about me stacking. Worried about my money, I ain't worried about no macking.
I ain't never folded. These streets ain't peace, so I gotta keep the gun greased and loaded. Pop shots on the scene, make them bleed, then we dip before they notice. Baby, I ain't playing when I say that my paper is the focus. It's the motives. Baby, you be tripping. tripping, we supposed to be a team. Talking about my lines, then we talking about my dreams. Acting like I'm cheating, but I'm trying to make this cheese. Dodging all the feds while I'm holding all the keys. I ain't never did wrong, that's right. This is where I belong at night. So baby, don't prolong this fight. Trying to see you go long tonight, yeah.
Did me dirty, now it's on to the next. I like her, but I love my respect. Get to a check, fuck being in debt. If things ain't right, shit, smoke what's left. I'm just living out my dream. I put that on my team. I'm just living out my dream. I put that on my team.
It's Rocco on the beat.